And we will blow your budget in the club, the booth up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew up right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the New England Patriots. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. A first down throw for Winston. Goes underneath here to White. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 4 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second down, Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On third down, Winston looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is right.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Michael Kendricks in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Here's Barrett on play action. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Off the play fake, Barrett. And this one is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Jameis on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, stop. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And incomplete, almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Barrett. Being chased out left. Now he's going to go deep. He's got a man. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Let's go.
Barrett now on 2nd down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Barrett. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So the Patriots coming out now. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Sonic! Green, Trevor, say! Sonic!
Back to it after the pick six. Winston. And a dump off to White. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out.
Hey, let's get it working. Ready? Black,
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And, oh, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now. To the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
To throw, Winston. And right side caught, Hogan. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
From the gun, Winston. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Brian Arakpo in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. Buying time to his left. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Olivier Vernon able to finally get him for a loss of 16. And it's going to lead to a fourth down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. New York set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On second down, here's Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Off play action. Barrett. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Back to Foxborough after this. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Sonic.
On 1st and 10, Winston steps away to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! What? 90!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barrett. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out come the Patriots. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule. I'm down in distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Rolling to his left. And able to find Dorsett. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Green, Trevor C. 5-0. Sonic. Motion.
Jameis now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Green, Trevor C. Ready. Blue, whitey. Green, Trevor C. Mike 5-2. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Green, Trevor C.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. Dancing to his left. And he fires to Edelman, complete on the comebacker. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue, whitey. 5-0. Hey, sub. Let's go. 52 to Mike, boy. 52. Let's go.
1st down, Winston. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's go now.
Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
We got 4. 5-0. Hey, Mike 52. Coming to you. Green, Trevor C. No, check that. We're on Mike 52 right here. Hey, sub. Let's go. Sonic. Watch for the bounce, hot.
Again, it's Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Gostkowski's kick is good. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over.
Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
Here's a give to Barkley. And an alley to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Flex round!
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw Barrett. He finds Beckham, complete. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. A beautiful fake. And now look at him go. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And a solid run down inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go with Michel. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Jameis to throw it. And the return will stop right around the 25. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A handoff to Barkley. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Patriots have it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Winston now after the fumble recovery. And Nelson's got it here right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Patriots. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will cut the lead down to 15. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New York set to take the field. They've got the two-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
Barrett looks to throw on first. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's Barrett looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready. Move ready. Hey, sub. Let's go. Green, triple C.
A 1st down throw for Winston. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Green, triple C.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Green, triple C.
On 2nd down, Winston again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
4 down. Check. Sonic. Green, triple C. Hey, sub. Let's go. Watch the flag. Sonic.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Follow. Green, triple C. 550.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He hits White, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. To the air again with Winston. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Forced out to his left. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Ohio!
Now Saquon Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, Barrett. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Barkley. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the gun on 3rd down, Barrett. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. Pushes him over. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Barrett on play action. And that is incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So you wonder what's going on in that head right about now. That's 2 missed field goals for him now, and this one should have been no problem.
For an NFL kicker, you're thinking 97, 98% from this distance, and this one somehow fails to go through. And that's 3 points you just absolutely have to count on getting.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, Winston looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Here's Winston. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Edelman was the intended target. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a...
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.